Good morning out there, out there. From in here, out here. I can hear our daughter. Mimi, we're doing our show. Do you want to join us? Hey, good morning, yeah.
My hair is too much.
Her hair is too much, she says. So I guess she won't be joining us. So good to have you with us again. Here's Vivi. Here's Vivi's nose. And Vivi's tail is wagging when she sees Meridith. That's her best buddy, yeah. So, oh boy, how about all this smoke and fog, huh? New York, they're canceling Broadway shows and stores are closed. And what was the other thing? There was another thing. Baseball games off? That would be fun, wouldn't it, to try to play? If we were kids, we'd try to play, you know. Of course, the way things are today, if you tried to play in Mrs. Schunker's backyard, she might yell at you because, you know, it's like around here, you're not allowed to have to tiptoe around the borders of places. You just, you know. Remember Neighbors? Yeah, I remember Neighbors. Oh, such wonderful neighbors. We'd play in their yards. Not anymore. This is my yard. Get out of here. So, I mean, you know, you got to check your little book about oh my goodness, it was Gay Pride Festival here from Thursday through Sunday. Just love it here. So wonderful with that. And Thursday was drag bowling. And Friday was quite remarkable. It was a panel discussion, librarians from different library situations. And our head librarian, Ingrid, was superb in working with the whole thing, setting up the panel. Vivi's tail's wagging because Meridith's walking around. It's adorable. Oh, sure. You love that, Meridith. Yeah. And it was about libraries dealing with just awful stuff. And in connection with LGBTQ+. And it was fascinating because they realized, the librarians did, this was one of the, if probably the only this panel discussion that they'd led that they didn't have any backlash. That's our place. That's where we are. And it was one of the best lines in the whole thing was this fellow who is on the American Library Association board, actually. And they were so eloquent about, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to be a librarian, all the really ugly, mean-spirited stuff they have to deal with. And he was saying he has to read any book that somebody brings in, and then some of them are just hetero, shall we say, sexual content, and he has to read that. And he said, you know, I've read hundreds of those and viewed videos, and you know, none of them have made me straight. Oh man, it blew me away. I did not know about it. And then the big festival, and our wonderful daughter had on a shirt. It said, "Don't say DeSantis." That's great. Don't say DeSantis. I don't know, where's he shipping immigrants today? We'd welcome them, I think. And then, of course, the schools are just ridiculous. The teachers, I talk to people almost every day who know somebody who's a teacher, or there goes Vivi. She wants to leave us. She's going to lie she's going to lie. Where's she going to? You can't get over there with Mom. No, because we're all tied up here. Maybe, Julie, if you call her over there, she'll go over there. Go that way. Can you go that way? You really can't go this way. This is good. This is part of the day. Welcome to the domestic world of Jack and Vivi and Julie. Come on. What do you want? This is going to be good. You want to go this way? Come on. Go this way. Go on. It's a liar now. It's afraid. Oh, back up. Oh, boy. Well, it was so nice being with you. Yes, now that Vivi has stolen the show, so nice being with you, yes. So many teachers burned out, quitting. I can't take this anymore. I got people bossing me. Nobody lets me teach. I got curriculum directors telling me what to do. I've got principals who don't have my back. I have parents screaming. I just want to teach some kids, okay? It's like Meridith teaching art. Basically, every class, she is an independent study because each student's doing something different. By the end of the day, she can barely stand up. 5 classes, 100 and some students, each an individual study. Come on. We added an extra workshop at Oxbow. It's on the 24th of this month. That's a Saturday. And I think you'd enjoy it. There's still room in it. The first one on the 17th filled. The second one, I think it's about half filled or so. So, come on in from Anchorage or wherever you are, because it'll be a really pleasant day. It's going to be like a vacation. It really is. I've got it set up that way. So there's nothing demanding. It's just, yes. Just the way I taught it at Hope, everybody gets an A. Now Julie's got Vivi moved. She's feeling very safe now. Wish I was. I was thinking back to my little town. It was so great. And there was a movie theater, and it showed a movie on the weekend. And really, it did. It had a movie theater. And it was only 1,200 people. And a guy named Lyman Ringbloom. Isn't that great? He owned it for a good while, and he would sit in the ticket booth. Well, they had a calendar with everybody's birthday on the calendar. Isn't that fun? And so you knew that it was, Betty Salladay's birthday on the 15th. Well, mine was April 10th. And if you were 12 and under, you got into the theater for a quarter. But if you were over 12, you had to pay 50 cents. Well, I went to the theater the day after my birthday. I wanted to see the movie. And I only had a quarter. And I gave him the quarter. And Lyman looked at me and he went, you're 13 now. And I had a little more change, came to 45 cents, and Lyman went, go ahead. So I forgot. I was all grown up, 13, I had to pay extra. Now I'm real old, so I pay some, senior citizen thing like $23. Hi, Mark. Mariana, Joe, Norbert, everybody. I keep forgetting to say that. Vivi's nose. Oh my gosh, I got a fan letter. I'm still bounced around. I got a fan letter. From Carrie Newcomer, the wonderful, they call her the Prairie Mystic folk singer, Carrie Newcomer. One, if not one of my she just plays here all the time. Holy cow, she read some poems and she wrote this beautiful letter. And I mean, it was the real thing. It wasn't like, send him number 3. No, it wasn't. It was, wow. Carrie Newcomer, listen to her. Oh, I forgot to bring Nancy Owen's book out. Nancy Owen has this collection of poems of traveling back south where she grew up down south. And really as an adult, seeing all these different places where, as she was growing up, these terrible things happened. And that sounds like, well, then would I read that book? But actually, yeah, I think so. It strikes me, well, you know what it ties into for us? The other night we watched for the first time, probably everybody on the planet had seen it except us. We watched Hamilton. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say except see it if you haven't. Extraordinary production, and then he's the star. And the stuff, I learned anyway. Maybe I wasn't listening, but I did not know a whole lot. And then you start thinking, these ugly times, but of course they didn't have, instant technology and email and news blaring at you. But do check that out, please. We had a lovely lunch with the poet Chris Ryan and her husband. They were here for a convention. You know what it is? Industrial archaeologists. Who knew? Industrial archaeologists. And one of the things they're going to do here is go to one of the last remaining radar stations, which is up in the top of one of the dunes here. They're going to do industrial archaeology there. I just love find out stuff like that, don't you? I mean, come on. This is a book we all need. Kindness Will Save the World, James Cruz. Kindness Will Save the World by James Cruz. And what hit me as I was reading it is, and I wrote a letter to the editor, is that kindness. That was Lucille Clifton's religion, by the way, kindness. Wouldn't that be nice to have some churches with kindness? Well, we have one. But kindness, you either are or you aren't. That's just it. That's what's so stunning about kindness. And I tried it out the other day. I called for a renewal of some meds, and I called and hello, this is Lisa or whatever, and I tried to talk with her, and I couldn't get through. I said, it's really hot out. I hope you're doing okay, and what's your date of birth? I mean, I couldn't get her off the script. And then she finally said, oh, thank you. And so you just knew there was this thing that just didn't happen, and then did happen. And it was fascinating how she was trying to deal with that. Yeah, let me see what else. Anything here? Movies, cruise, that was about it. But geez, Hamilton. Do you know what we watched before Hamilton? Citizen Kane. And it was kind of spooky because it was what they say about great art, still, what's the word? Relevant. Yeah, thank you, Julie. Relevant. Brain lapse. I have them a lot. Do you have brain lapse? No, we don't take brain lapse. Yeah. Okay. Well, how's our time? Is that about it? That pretty good? Vivi's still enjoying her snack over there. Her lips are going. Yep. This is Julie's sister's birthday, so we certainly wish Julie's sister a happy birthday. My goodness. She's just such a wonderful psychiatric nurse, and she was a great designer at one time. Designed the Negro League Hall of Fame, the Native American wing in the Smithsonian. She was on that design team. And isn't that lovely? I mean, here she was, this hotshot designer, and now she's a psychiatric nurse. I wish I'd have had her when I needed her. Well, let's finish up, huh? This is a poem for two people. Rosemerry Watola Tromer, I hope you're familiar with her, and Naomi Shihab Nye, and I hope you're familiar with her. And if not, Rosemerry Watola Tromer, Trommer, and Naomi Shihab Nye, Nye. It's called Light at the End of the Day. She would wait each night until the sun lugged its... Oh, I'm going to start over. This is from the new collection. See, I'm holding it here. This is the 2024. Don't count. Don't hold your breath. Start again. Light at the end of day. She would wait each night until the sun lugged its leftover light into its next awakening. Then, if the night were cloud clear, she'd step through the stone path to her garden, no matter the season. Sit on the moss-clothed and weakening wooden love seat and watch the stars. She did not believe in the celestial celebrities, constellations that had long lost meaning, sprawled and appealing to those who wanted to point them out and announce an investment of learning to someone staring up and seeing only what appeared to be salt spilled across the heaven's unnecessary table. No, she came out, ready to discover her own, newly configured constellations, evoked by any collection of the stars' singular light. She kept their names in the blank book he'd given her. After their anonymous parting, she laid a cut of twisted ivy on the first page, and each night knew there was no goodbye. Take care. Try to be cheerful. Be kind.